Chapter 1 Dress Up Dilemma. It was a sunny afternoon in Ponyville, and inside the cozy home of the Ghost Kincaid family, two little fillies, Stephanie W. Kincaid and Danny Farmer, were eagerly rummaging through a chest of colourful costumes. Today was a dress-up day, and they were determined to transform themselves into princesses, knights, and adventurers. However, as they pulled out the clothes, their excitement quickly faded. "Uh-oh," Danny said, scrunching her nose as she held up a tattered, dirt-covered gown. "These are all filthy," Stephanie gasped as she picked up a knight's cape, only to see it covered in mud stains. "We can't play dress-up like this. All the costumes are too dirty to wear." Danny pouted. "What are we going to do now? We can't be princesses without our pretty dresses." Just then, Ghost Pony walked into the room, noticing their disappointed faces. He glanced at the messy pile of clothes and smiled softly. "Looks like we've got a bit of a wardrobe problem here," he said. Stephanie sighed. "Dad, we really want to play dress-up, but all the clothes are dirty. Do you know how to clean them quickly?" Ghost Pony thought for a moment, tapping his chin with his hoof. Suddenly, his eyes twinkled as he had an idea. "Well, I do have a trick up my sleeve," he said, grinning mischievously. "You two might want to stand back for this." Chapter 2 Ghost Pony's Plan. Stephanie and Danny took a step back, curious about what their dad had in mind. Ghost Pony took a deep breath, his chest puffing out as he filled his lungs with air. He tilted his head back and started making loud hocking and snorting noises, preparing for something big. "Dad, what are you doing?" Danny asked, her eyes wide. Ghost Pony's cheeks puffed out like balloons as he gathered a mouthful of spit. He held it there, making bubbling noises that filled the room. His face was turning red from the effort, and Stephanie and Danny looked at each other, wondering what was about to happen. Ghost Pony made a garbled sound, the spit in his mouth ready to be launched. "Hang on," he mumbled through puffed cheeks. "Wait!" Stephanie suddenly shouted, her eyes lighting up. "We have a spare dress in the closet in our bedroom. We don't need to clean these right now." Ghost Pony froze in place, cheeks still puffed, his mouth still full of spit. He blinked at his daughters, unsure whether to laugh or continue. Slowly, he swallowed the spit back down with a loud gulp, letting out a relieved sigh. "Spare dresses, huh?" he said, his voice a little raspy from the effort. "That would have been useful to know before I did all that," Stephanie giggled. "We didn't think of it until just now. Chapter 3, The Spare Dress Solution. Danny, still giggling at their dad's funny antics, dashed off to the bedroom with Stephanie right behind her. Ghost Pony watched them go, chuckling to himself as he wiped his mouth with the back of his hoof. "Well, that's one way to avoid laundry duty," he muttered with a grin. A few moments later, the two fillies came rushing back, each carrying a beautiful, clean dress. Danny held up a sparkling pink gown, and Stephanie waved a golden princess dress with silver accents. "See? Now we can play," Danny said, twirling around with her dress. Stephanie nodded enthusiastically. "Thanks for trying to help, Dad, but I think we're good now." Ghost Pony sighed in mock defeat, flopping onto a nearby couch. "You kids always figure things out just in time, don't you?" He gave them a warm smile, watching as they gleefully started putting on their dresses. "Yeah, but your idea was interesting," Stephanie said with a giggle. "I mean, who knew spit could clean clothes?" Ghost Pony chuckled. "Not exactly what I was aiming for. But hey, dads are always full of surprises." Chapter 4, Dress-Up Adventures. With their new dresses on, Stephanie and Danny twirled and posed like real princesses, their imaginations running wild. Ghost Pony, still lounging on the couch, watched with a proud smile as they pranced around the room, pretending to be rulers of a magical kingdom. "Your Majesty, Princess Danny!" Stephanie declared, bowing low with an exaggerated flourish. "We must protect the kingdom from the dragon's wrath." Danny, now fully in character, raised her chin regally. "Indeed, brave knight, but fear not, for I have the magic of the stars on my side." Ghost Pony clapped softly, pretending to be one of their royal subjects. "Long live Princess Danny and the brave knight Stephanie," he said with a dramatic voice. As the fillies continued their dress-up adventures, Ghost Pony felt a wave of happiness wash over him. Moments like this, where imagination and joy ran free, were what made being a father so special. "Well," Ghost Pony murmured to himself with a smirk, "at least I didn't have to clean anything today." And with that, the kingdom of dress-up was saved, not by magical spit, but by the power of a spare dress in the closet.